Today I'm going to do another video in our fire series, and it's another one I'm going to talk about what to do, or something else you can use to start a fire with your ferro rod if you can't find any of that inner bark to make a tinder bundle or bird's nest out of. So today what I'm going to talk about are dried leaves. Now you can see in the background here, I mean, there's snow on the ground, it's winter time. I was still, for like 2 minutes I was able to find this many dried leaves out there. These bunches were hung up in a pine tree over there, and some of these, not all trees lose their leaves right in the fall. Now they'll die and they'll turn brown, but they still hang onto the tree until either late winter or into the spring. Now the problem with using leaves as your tinder bundle is they are flash tinder. They burn up really fast. So you really need to find a lot of these. The amount that I have here is not anywhere near what we're going to need if we actually wanted to get a fire going. But I just wanted to show you that you can use your ferro rod and a handful of leaves and get some flame out of this. So what I'm going to do, what you need to remember is once you get some flame going, you need to get this up off the ground and you need to turn it over and let the flames work through it. If you just leave it lay there, it's going to eventually go out. So what I did was these are the handful of leaves that I found on a tree that still had its leaves on even though they were dead. And I'm just kind of crunching them up and doing just like we did with our tinder bundle. I'm just roughing these leaves up. I want to get some real surface area in there, and I want to get it broken up into some small, fine fibers that I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually lay it here on this other pile, because that way I'll have more to grab onto and be able to turn it over and let it burn. But like I said, you're going to need a lot more leaves than this if this is all that you have to use as tinder. So let's see if this works. And even if you get one small flame going, I would keep striking your ferro rod down in there, because basically you need to get this all hot too. Even though it was dry hanging up in the tree, it's still cold because it's cold out here. Now, I have some already, they're smoldering there, but that's really not going to help me if I can't get this to go into a flame. Almost had it there. Now, as you can see, it really doesn't do much good to blow on these. It just doesn't really help. Just kind of blew it out there. So, just going to keep stroking on this ferro rod. Nice thing about the ferro rod too is the magnesium that's in it doesn't burn up. It'll lay on there and then it can catch and spark into a flame. Oh, had some there. Hopefully you can see that. It did go out pretty fast. I did have a flame there, but like I said, once you get a little flame going, you got to get this up off of here and get it up and turn it over so it'll burn through it. And that's what happened there. I had some flame, but it just didn't stay long enough for me to grab a hold of it. You see I'm just showering this with sparks, but really all I'm getting are some smoldering embers in there. What I'm going to do quick here is not lay my ferro rod down in the snow. I'll grab a couple of these other leaves off of here. Try to get a few more in there. And it might be different kind of leaves, because even though these are dead, they're not crunchy like you get leaves out whenever things are real dry out. They're still, they don't feel wet, but like I said, they don't feel real dry either. So we just tear these up and just crush them together, try to make some real fine surface areas for it to catch on. So we're going to give this another try here. can see I have the flame, and if I let it the other way, it's just going to go out. But hopefully you can see, you know, I turned it over and I was able to get it to burn more. But you know, this looks like it's burning really hot, and you might be thinking, oh wow, I got a fire going now. But look how fast they're burning up and burning out. Like I said, you need a big pile of these to be able to get your kindling then, or your smalls, to ignite. So, but like I said, you could just use dried leaves and your ferro rod and get a fire going, as long as you had a lot of dried leaves. So, okay, stay tuned. I'll have a few more in our fire series for you. So hang in there.